Recently we visited Lost Ark Games to give you a view of their store and everything they get up to. The store! Here we can see that Mick, Steve and Alex have got a really great space. They've got a lot of board games going on. You can see the counter there, behind which they sell refreshments, drinks, crisps, chocolate, all important chocolate. We've got a lot of shelves with a large selection of board games, not just the basic or core games, but also a lot of expansions. We've got Citadel miniatures paints, we've got Attack Wing, we've got Frostgrave, we've got Wings of Glory, we've got Bolt Action. So you can see there, just from a quick glance, that there's quite an array. Having a close in look at X-Wing, we can see we've got lots of different wave packs. And having a look at the board games, you can see there's a lot of the regulars, but also some of those that you wouldn't normally see in a lot of places. He's got a lot of room, and he's managed to get in a really good spread of varying types. We've got your zombie sides. You've also got your things like Settlers of Catan, XCOM, as you can see from the screen. So I think you'll agree there's a really good broad selection. Moving on to the main gaming room, we can see that there's plenty of space for people to be playing. We've got some people playing Vanguard, and we've got some people playing Warhammer Conquest 40k. There's an area with board games that you can rent to use in the store if you pop down for a quick game, and you can see there's quite a few different types there, and a selection over here as well. We've got standees, we've got statues, we've got posters. You know, it looks great in there. It's a really good feeling. You can get a cup of coffee, and then we've got posters up to show us all the different events that go on there. So we've got all of the different things, and Mick will take us through those a bit later. And then over in the corner, I just thought I'd highlight the lovely AT-AT. The young guys playing Vanguard. There's a bit of a tournament going on. And now moving into Gaming Room 2, this is where you can have a bit more privacy. You can have tournaments going. We've got some nice tables for Warhammer, for X-Wing, and Mick was kind enough to let me have a bit of a play test of my own game, Legacy of Sol, which I'm working on at the moment. But you can see there's a lot of room, there's a lot of scenery that you can use, there's plenty of large boards as well to make gaming areas. And here's a little overview of Legacy of Sol. We've just started playing. That's just a little screenshot of what we were doing. So anyway, I think you'll agree there's a lot going on at Lost Ark Games, and I got a chance to talk to Mick about the store. Right, so Pete here for Shedcast on the road, and I'm here with Mick at Lost Ark Games. We've just had a look around the store, which you'll see on the video, and we've had a look at a bit of the Conquest that's been playing today. And I just thought we'd have a bit of a chat with Mick about the store, what he does here, his events, and take it away, Mick.
Okay, so yeah, we're at Lost Ark Games, Stevenage. We've been going probably nearly 5 years now.
Okay.
We were in a little town called Buntingford, which is kind of between Stevenage and Harlow, for 3 years. Okay. But I live in Stevenage, and trade wasn't brilliant there, but I did have a lot of customers that came from Stevenage and Letchworth and Welling and further afield. Okay. And so we decided to open up this place in Stevenage. Great. So there's myself here, I'm the owner of the shop. Yep. And then there's a guy called Steve that I work with, yep, who looks after the shop the other half time, does a great job. Okay. And there's a younger guy called Alex who's a student. He comes in and he's our kind of resident level 1 magic judge, so we have our own magic judge
for Friday nights.
For Friday nights. So yeah, so we always have, you know, we've got experts on hand, and we're independent. We sell, you know, a wide range of board games, card games, role-playing games, war games.
Pretty much everything. I've had a look around, and I've captured some footage, and there's all sorts here. Yeah.
There's all sorts. We do the we really like the Citadel paints. We have a full range of those. Yep. We sell the odd big boxes that Games Workshop do. We don't stock their kind of best-selling line or anything like that. Okay. But we pick and choose what we want. So we've played most of the games that are in the shop, and we're all game heads. So you know we like playing games. It's our passion, and it's kind of got to be, you know, because I think everyone kind of assumes that game shops probably make a really great living, but You are doing it for the love of it. None of us are going to be millionaires soon, so yeah, you've got to be into it. And
well, I can tell we've had a good chat today.
Yeah,
I can tell that you're into it. We've looked at the Devil's Run 666.
Yeah.
And a couple of other bits and bobs. There's been the Conquest running, and you're up on all the new things. You know what you're talking about, which is really good for anyone coming to the store. You can always have a chat with the guys here. They can give you advice on the new things coming out, and what's hot and what's not, that kind of thing, which is really good.
Absolutely. We like to do our research. We've recently been along to the Games Expo 2016 over in Birmingham. Spent a couple of days there, and we were focusing there really on looking for the independent companies and people that were making stuff that we don't normally have access to. So anything that we thought looked really great, and there was a lot of stuff there. Okay. Standards really high. Yeah. We brought some back to sell in the shop, and spread the word and pass on to other people. So
excellent. And we were talking about your events earlier on. You've got a lot of regular events going on and regular crews that come down. What are the sort of things that you guys get up to?
Well, we've got some regular things during the week. So a Monday night we host there's a local wargaming club called First Company in Stevenage, and they wanted a space to run their club in. So we do that from 6 till 10. Okay. Every Tuesday we run a role-playing game night. Okay. And we regularly get that's one of our best nights. We kind of get like 25 to 30 people coming along on a weekly basis to role play. Which really is brilliant. And they'll play 5 or 6 games. So that's going really well. Okay. Wednesday we have a night off. Okay. Give you a break. They tend to be the quietest days of the week. Sure. Thursdays we do a late night gaming session. So we've got a whole load of board games out in one of our playing areas, and you can come in at any point and rent those games for £3 each and sit down and play. If you want to play loads of games, then everyone pays £3 each, and you can help yourself. There's lots of open stuff of things that are on the shelf already. And if there's a game you really like playing but you've got no friends to play it with, then you can come in and find some people to play it with.
It can be difficult to get some players interested in certain games that you can find in your local area, so it's really good to have a place where people are interested.
You can try them out. We also get people who are developing games or kickstarting them, and they want us to do a bit of play testing. We had a guy come over from America who showed us a game called Realm of Heroes, I think it's called. We've got it on the shelf. And so it's great to get the actual authors in to show you how to play.
That's good.
So that's Thursday night, and then Friday we run Friday Night Magic. So we run that every week pretty much without fail, apart from when we get around New Year. And we do booster drafts, standard, modern, we mix it up, we check with our customers and see if they want us to run anything new or or different. So there's a regular turnout there. And regularly on Saturday mornings we play the Japanese card games, so we kind of focus on Bushi Road, although Yu-Gi-Oh has recently become a big thing in here. So again we can run sanctioned tournaments for Vanguard G,
which you've had going on today.
Which has been going on today. It's been quite quiet today because they've all been off at regionals. But still we had people out there, so Vanguard G, Buddy Fight, Vice Schwartz, they're not as well known as Yu-Gi-Oh. But we've always, right from when Vanguard came out, we really liked it. And we've just ran events for that every Saturday, every week, whether we've had 2 people turn up, no people, and there were times we had no people turn up. There were times when we had 1 or 2 people turn up for Friday Night Magic. But I think you've got to just keep doing these things, and then your customers know that it's a regular thing that's going on.
That's good.
And then on top of all of that regular schedule, we've also got all of the Fantasy Flight Games tournaments we're running pretty much, whether we have people that play them locally or not. We run a lot of other kind of impromptu tournaments. Bolt Action is something that we're running. We're planning with a few other people and running a 24-hour 40k tournament.
24 hours?
24 hours. Okay. So that would run probably from a Saturday afternoon to a Sunday afternoon in room 2. And they're planning to live stream that.
Oh, okay,
so I
cool.
think they're looking at running it for Macmillan, because Macmillan have like a gaming thing that they do for raising money. So there's that. but we also run events for things that we've not got, that we don't actually sell in here.
Okay.
So next Saturday we're running a retro gaming evening, because I really like the old consoles from the 70s and the 80s. So I bring all my stuff in, and customers come in and bring in their stuff, and we just sit there and play for the night. Got lots of old TVs to play it on. And,
that sounds really. You were talking about that earlier on. That sounds really cool with pizza and.
With pizza, and you know, it's just really good. It's something different. And we're going to do a Scale Electrics thing with that as well, because Steve who helps me run this place, he loves Scale Electrics, so he's going to set up a big track, and he's got lap counters and all of that. So it's all about getting bums on seats, if you like, using the space that we've got out there, because you know it's there for people to use during the day. You can come in during the day, rock up, have a game with people. It's all about the events and having people come in, and that they've got a local place to meet people and play. They make friends, and obviously, you know, ultimately as well, they decide that that's worth something, and then they come in and buy stuff from us as well if they need it. So, and you've got a great range to offer to them. So there's probably something for everybody. There is something for everyone. I think. It's everyone's kind of represented. You know. If there's things that are kind of absent from the shelf, we'll order them in for people, and if we find there's a few people that want a certain thing, we'll start stocking it, you know. It's all about playing together. So. Excellent. Well, thanks for having us today, Mick. It's been absolutely great. We've watched the Conquest tournament, play tested a bit of my own game in room 2, as you were talking about. Looks very good. I got beat at my own game, which is not fun. But anyway, it's about trying these things out and using the space, like you say. You have to lose the games that you've developed. I let him win. Sure. I let him win. Definitely. Anyway, okay. Well, thanks for having us today. That's all right. And that's Shedcast on the road. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And check out the links below for all our other videos, and we'll see you in the shed. We hope you enjoyed our review of Lost Ark Games. If you'd like to see more of what we do, click bottom left for more Shedcast, click bottom middle for our pub play, role-playing, actual play adventures, and please click bottom right to subscribe to our channel.